What's up, guys? It's Paulie the Magic Man Malinaji. You're watching HoopJab.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So right now, I'm gonna briefly give my post-fight thoughts on the Danny. Well, let me just go ahead and do the whole card. Let me start off with the Quillin and Andy Lee fight. You know, I'm pretty disappointed in Kid Chocolate for the way that he's been acting for the past year and such. Over him dropping his belt, even though, like, technically I know it really wasn't up to him, but the reasoning he was putting behind it, like, oh, the money wasn't enough, yada yada yada, and then, like, all of a sudden, like, until like a couple weeks ago, he started saying that the reasoning was due to his uncle's unfortunate passing and the birth of his son, which is something like he really should have just said from the beginning, because had, like he said, you know, I can't take this fight right now, I got too much going on in my life right now, my uncle's very sick, I'm about to have a baby, then fans would not have had, he still would have got some heat, but I'll say he would not have got as much heat from dropping the belt. But since he didn't, like, say what was really going on, I think, in his life, he just blamed it on, like, the money not being there and whatever else his excuses was. That's part of the reason why he's taking all that heat. But on to, like, this fight with Andy Lee, he didn't make weight. So he was not able to. I thought he won the fight against Andy Lee tonight, but he was unable to get the belt that he dropped. And when he didn't take the Coral Belt fight, he was unable to get that belt back tonight because he didn't make weight. He weighed in at 161, and I believe I wasn't sure if this was legit or not. I just saw like some screenshot article on Facebook. I didn't have time to investigate it, but I saw that yesterday he had got up to like 176, and then had he not dropped 2 pounds, the fight would have been canceled. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I saw, and I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, on to that during that fight, I believe that Quillin won. It was ruled a draw, but I mean, what can you really say? It was a good fight, but as far as like seeing what's next for the two of them, do you guys see either one of them giving Triple G any kind of trouble at all? I honestly don't, so let me just move on to the main event. The main event was a good fight. Kind of disappointed that the titles weren't on the line, but with the way PBC is going, it's honestly looking like they're going to create their own belts, and I got no issue with that at all. I honestly believe that's what boxing needs. But on to this fight itself, I believe Lamont Peterson won. I do not believe Danny Garcia won that fight in any kind of form or fashion. I mean, you got people like on the internet saying that Lamont was running and not doing enough in the early rounds, but he was making Danny miss. Danny, you can't really say Danny was doing anything either. Yeah, he was the aggressor, but he wasn't landing any of those shots. Like Lamont was making him look silly, and then like the way that he picked it up later on in the fight. Lamont clearly won. I had him winning early on in the fight. Most people didn't. Well, most people are like on Facebook are saying that they didn't. I did, but then it seems like most people online are saying that Lamont did indeed win the later parts of the fight. So I just don't see how the judges gave. Well, I mean, I see how because, you know, Danny's the bigger star and whatnot, but I honestly believe Lamont Peterson won this fight, and it's a shame. Danny has not looked good at all since the fight with Matisse. I'm not even going to count the Rod Salka fight, but I'm pretty disappointed in the way that the main event turned out tonight, because I truly believe that indeed Lamont Peterson won this fight, and they were both talking about like rematches at the end of when the fight was over, and you know, I highly doubt that we'll see these two fight again. Possibly, maybe at 140 pounds, but even then, I don't believe it's gonna happen. I think Danny's next fight, hopefully, is gonna be against Adrian Broner. We all saw that face-off picture that I believe Adrian posted on his Instagram. And then Danny said, I think Danny posted it too, but then Danny said at his media day a couple weeks ago in Philly that, well, not a couple weeks ago, this week, I believe, or last week, whatever. Danny said that Al Heyman's people had them take it down. So when I hear something like that, to me, it means that they have plans for those two. Obviously, the photo was not just a picture of them goofing off or anything. That they're like Heyman and PBC. They have plans for these two cats to fight sometime down the line. And I think Adrian's return date is supposed to take place. Sometime in June. I think June 20th. I believe it's June 20th. I think that's his return to NBC. And Danny said that if he is going to do another fight at 140, it has to happen sometime in the summer. So could we see these two fight? I'd love to see it. I'd love to see that fight. The build-up would be insane for that. Very entertaining. Seeing Adrian go at it with Angel Garcia. Seeing Broner go at it with Angel Garcia would be very, very, very entertaining. So, yeah, you guys drop your thoughts in the comments. Did you think Lamont won? Did you think Lamont was robbed? Do you think Danny deserved this victory? Did he do enough to win? What do you think? Also, click that subscribe button for me, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.